How are you guys doing? My name is Jake, and I decided to do something a little bit different. I'm gonna try to start doing kind of a schedule on my channel. Maybe not a complete schedule, like some type of video Monday, Tuesday, and etc. But on Fridays, I'm gonna be calling it Fun Fridays, and I know that's kind of a stupid name, but honestly, I couldn't think of what else to call it. And it's just me posting random games that I enjoy playing and have fun with, hence the name Fun Fridays, and talking about really just whatever pops into my mind when I'm doing the commentary. So for this episode of Fun Friday, I decided to play Mortal Kombat, and the one on PS3 and Xbox and all current generation consoles. And I'm just gonna say right now, I am terrible at Mortal Kombat, and really fighting games in general. I've never been really that good at them, and it's because I don't really play them that much. I don't put a lot of practice into them. Right now, I'm just kind of trying to figure the character out because I haven't played Mortal Kombat in a few months, so this is my first time jumping on, so I'm a little bit rusty. Well, I'm always rusty, but I'm more so this time. But pretty much what I decided to do is go into the single player little ladder thing and see how far I can go without losing a match. And essentially there's 10 different people you fight, and each match, if you win the first one, you go to the second one, and etc. So you're trying to get to the final boss, which is the 10th match. And I won't spoil how far I get, and my goal was just to see how far I could go without losing. And I'm not going to say how far I got because some of the matches get really close, so you'll just have to wait and see. But the difficulty is the characters get harder as you proceed through the tower. So as you see right there, I just defeated Reptile, so I'm going to Smoke right now. And so this guy's going to be a little bit tougher than the previous guy, but I decided to do this with Ermac. Now Ermac is one of my favorite characters because his moves are so they're so varied. He has air slam. He also has aerial special moves, as well as a projectile move and a teleportation move. And I try to get the guys that are varied. Scorpion I use a lot, and I know he's pretty much the basis of who everybody uses. But I try to use other people. Ermac is probably my favorite guy. Ermac and Sub-Zero. I like both of them, but anyway, so I'm gonna talk now a little bit about kind of movies. I know that was a weird transition, but like I said, this is me talking about whatever I want and just random stuff that pops into my head. And so right now I'm gonna talk about my favorite movie, and that would be Kingdom of Heaven. And the premise to Kingdom of Heaven, for those that haven't seen it, and it wasn't a pretty mainstream movie, so most of you, if not all of you, probably have not seen it. But pretty much the whole basis for the movie is it takes place in the Crusades, and it follows a man by the name of Balin, and essentially he is a blacksmith in France, and his wife commits suicide because her child dies in childbirth, and so he has nothing left in France. So Crusaders come by recruiting soldiers for the Crusades, and so he ends up going with them, and it goes through this big debacle of him becoming a baron and a knight, and him trying to be a good knight and doing what's right and not what's going to advance him power-wise and social status. And he ends up having a relationship with the Queen of Jerusalem. Obviously the Crusades were to retake the Holy Land, or Jerusalem, so he ends up having a relationship with her. And as the movie progresses, the relationship becomes deeper and darker, I suppose. It becomes more hard to carry on because she's actually married, but it was an arranged marriage, so she doesn't really love the man who she's married. But anyway, it's a really good movie, and I recommend it to anybody that wants to see it, or that's interested in a good historical movie. And it's relatively historically accurate. There is some parts that are somewhat fictitious, but for the most part, it's pretty accurate. It's a long movie, especially if you watch the director's cut, which I recommend because it shows it allows the plot to develop a little bit better, because it can take a little more time. And the director's cut is around 3 hours and maybe 15 minutes. So if you have some time, I definitely recommend watching this movie. It has Orlando Bloom in it. Most of you guys will know him from the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, and from Lord of the Rings as Legolas. It also has Eva Green, or Eva Green, I'm not quite sure, which she was the Bond girl in which one? Casino Royale. She was the Bond girl in that one. It also has Liam Neeson, which played Qui-Gon Jinn in Star Wars: The Phantom Menace, as well as the voice of Aslan in the Chronicles of Narnia films. So, if you have like 3 hours to burn, and you want a good movie that has a good plot and good characters, and really good set pieces, you should really watch this movie. It's like I said, it's my favorite movie, and I definitely recommend it. So now to movies. We'll stay on the subject for a little while. Oh, and by the way, this video will be broken into 2 parts because I didn't want to make the video too long, so I think this one ends at like 10 minutes or so. But back to movies. Movies that are coming out that I want to see. The Avengers comes out tomorrow, because as I'm recording this, it is 11:52 in the evening on May 3rd. So the Avengers comes out tomorrow, and I'm not going to the midnight showing because it seems that every time I go to a midnight showing, I end up being tired, extremely tired halfway through the movie, and I don't pay attention. And I don't usually see movies multiple times in the theaters because I really don't like paying $8.25 to see a movie when I can, wait for it to come out and rent it for $1 or just go buy it. So I don't usually see it twice. That's why I don't really go to the midnight showing. But the Avengers is I'm definitely looking forward to that because I love the Iron Man movies. I liked Thor. I didn't really see the Hulk. I saw the first Hulk movie. I didn't see the second one, and the Hulk was okay. I've never been a fan of the Hulk or the comics or anything like that. And Captain America, I actually did enjoy. I thought Captain America was one of the better superhero movies. So I liked relatively liked all the videos that, or all the characters that are in the Avengers. The one thing I don't really understand about this movie is, and maybe that's just because I don't know a ton about it, is why is Loki the main villain in this movie? As far as the ending of Thor goes, it seems that, or the ending of Thor makes you believe that Loki dies because he falls in essentially the depths of space. He falls from the Rosenberg Bridge and just continues to fall, and it doesn't ever say. I guess it really doesn't say if he died or not. But and the bridge is out, or was destroyed, so I don't really know how Thor gets back to Earth. I guess that's the more I think about it, the less plausible I see this movie as far as story. Nonetheless, I still think it looks good, and I'll probably go see it tomorrow, or maybe go see it tomorrow. But I guess one thing that may happen is maybe this all occurred before the events in Thor. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm kind of getting off topic here. I'm gonna go back to the gameplay real quick. because the video is almost over. And so this is the 5th seed in the tower, and I'm fighting Nightwolf right here, and he's on the harder difficulties. He is a very difficult character to fight, because it seems like every time you're getting some good damage on him, he always seems to counter it with that tomahawk slash of his, and it gets kind of annoying. But also, the reason I don't perform fatalities is, for one, I don't really like Ermacs, and I just like finishing them with a grapple or a special move. But anyway, guys, that's the end of the video.